We're on day 54 of our 60-day healing journey to establish healthy boundaries. This journey is for anyone who's having a problem with saying no. You keep saying yes when you really want to say no. You wanted to establish healthy boundaries, but you just don't know where to start. If so, this is the journey for you. We're on day 54, and the affirmation for today is, I am confident in enforcing my boundaries. I am confident in enforcing my boundaries. Listen, when you start to really establish healthy boundaries, you have to have confidence when doing so. If not, people will be able to notice. They will feel your energy. Because listen, if you don't believe in what you're saying, who else is going to believe in it? Remember, real changes happen from the inside out. So if you're not actually believing and knowing and understanding why you have to have these boundaries set, like it's just not etched into your being that that's what you need to have happen. You need these boundaries to be set. If you don't believe it, then the other person won't either. They'll push back even more. They will try you to see if you're standing in what you believe. I recently had a situation a couple of days ago where I had somebody, push back against some boundaries that I set. This person saw that it was me, that person, and a couple of other people in the room. Now, knowing me, that person knew I was, wasn't going to get loud or be aggressive, etc. So this person started to have a tantrum in front of the other people in order to have her way. And see, me, I wanted to just diffuse it so that everybody could be comfortable. And I did not set those boundaries like I needed to set those boundaries. I allowed her to have her way because it was just I needed just to hurry up and get over. And so with the other people being present, I just kind of like excused her bad behavior and just let her, do it her way in that moment. Yeah, I was kind of upset with myself because I knew in that moment, because I let my emotions get in the way, I was angry inside. I didn't show it on the outside, but inside, I had some choice words that I wanted to use. And because I couldn't use that, the easiest thing for me to do in that moment was just to let her have her way. So see how people will try? They'll try you. You have to be confident. And because I might have been giving off some energy like, okay, let's just get this done because there's other people in this room. I don't want this to turn into a big situation, etc. Because I was like that, she could feel it. And so she pushed her way on through those little cracks and crevices that she saw, the little weak spots that she saw in that moment. She pressed her way through because I wasn't showing confidently that I needed these boundaries to be established in the moment. Yeah, I'm human. Things go over my head sometimes. And so that was one of the moments I had where I didn't show the confidence in establishing those boundaries. But I bet you one thing. Moving forward, that situation taught me in those type of moments how to handle them and to maintain confidence in those moments, because people will definitely try to keep having their way. So that's the affirmation today. I am confident in enforcing my boundaries. We really have to be confident in what we say we believe. We have to be really firm in that. We have to actually embody these changes that we say are necessary for us to grow. If we don't embody these changes, no one else will respect and understand where we're coming from. They may think that you're just trying something new. They may think that, whatever, she doesn't really mean that. I can still do what I want. And then they'll keep on to get what they want. Especially if you're their source and they're feeding off of you. Again, those symbiotic relationships, those codependency relationships where somebody is feeding off of you, you're the source. They're not just going to let you just walk away if they need something from you. They'll continue like a little child and sometimes have tantrums until they have their way. So you have to be confident and what you say the changes that you say that you're making. So that's the affirmation. Learn from me. Learn from me. The somatic practice from today is tap your collarbones and shoulders to release stuck energy. So we're going to be tapping our shoulder bones, our collarbones, and our shoulder to release stuck energy. So that's what we're doing, tapping our collarbones and our shoulders to release stuck energy, doing some body tapping. And body tapping is really good, especially for those people who have anxiety, to calm your nervous system. Look it up, body tapping. It's an easy way to, help you get to regulate your nervous system. And you could do that anywhere. You could just be sitting in your car. You could be at the stoplight. You could be at your desk at work, anywhere. So that's the somatic practice. The visualization technique for today is visualize a protective glow that encourages respect from others. Visualize a protective glow that encourages respect from others. So again, we are visualizing ourselves embodying a certain energy. We have to become that respect. We have to respect ourselves enough to want to establish these boundaries. And because we have that respect for ourselves, we will start to embody that. We will give that off. We will be radiating that respect off of us, and other people will respect it. So the visualization technique is you actually just, practicing that. And if you don't know how that feels, just embodying and imagining what that feels like, so that you can actually start to practice that when you're around people that you need to establish boundaries. You could turn it on like a light switch because you already visualized it and practiced it on your own time. So the journal prompt for today is, when have I felt powerful in maintaining my boundaries? When have I felt powerful in maintaining my boundaries? Are you more powerful in certain types of settings, like smaller groups around family and friends? Or are you more powerful with people that you don't know with establishing boundaries? So what is it? And compare the two to see what's the difference in those two environments, so that you can kind of see what you need to switch up when you're establishing boundaries. Listen, this takes a lot of practice, and this is something you'll be doing for the rest of your life. So doing this every day and getting into the practice of establishing boundaries will help you to create an avenue to get where you need to go. You're essentially creating a bridge to a better life, because you're blocking off those things that are standing in the way of you growing to where you need to go. And once you start to do that, once you start to elevate and separate and create those boundaries, you will grow, you will elevate. And when you start to elevate, those things have no choice but to drop off, because they'll no longer be a vibrational match. But as long as you continue to let those things be attached to you, you're on the same level, the same frequency, the same page as those things that you allow to attach to you. Even if you think they're different, if they're connected to you, then you're one and the same, essentially. So you have to create the boundaries so that you're actually able to separate, get into your own energetic frequency, and move into the space that you need to go to. You can elevate from there. So that is the journal prompt. The tiny boundary is politely correct someone who oversteps today. Politely correct someone who oversteps today. So if there's someone who's overstepping, and just politely stop them in that moment. That's what I should have done with that lady. What I should have done is separated her from the room, because she took advantage of the fact that there were other people in the room. And with other people in the room, she would be able to, play on my weaknesses a little more. So what I should have done is, can I talk to you outside for a minute? And when we got outside, it was one-on-one at that point. And then keep those boundaries. So see how it is when you're establishing boundaries, you got to be strategic in finding different ways to do it. Because sometimes people try to show off and show out when they get in front of other people. So sometimes it takes you separating things so that you're able to maintain the boundaries. Like just be on that one-on-one basis with that person. Now they don't have anybody else's energy to feed off of and be able to manipulate you in that at that time. So practice politely correcting someone who oversteps today. The bonus holistic tip is take 3 to 5 minutes of mindful grounding by pressing your feet on the floor. So either you can go outside in the grass and do some grounding for 3 to 5 minutes, 10 or 15 if you can. But if you can go outside to do some grounding, then do some grounding outside so that you're able to. When you're grounding, it feels like you're having this big release. It's like your body starts to calm down. Your nervous system just calms down. For me, it's a cooling feeling where I'm just feeling like a woo-saw. But if you don't have the ground, if you don't have the grass and it's cold outside, whatever it may be, just practice mindful grounding with your feet on the floor so that you can feel grounded and centered and supported by the earth. And imagine yourself grounding and releasing that negativity down into the earth and that being replaced with positivity flowing into your body. So that's our bonus holistic tip for today. I hope everyone is doing well. Today is day 54. We only got 6 more days left. 6 more days. So I will see you tomorrow. Peace and love. Mwah.